Inshallah and Ashe. Blessings to you, my energetic beings, and so grateful for those of you, and those of you who have not yet tuned into the replay or joined me last night. Thank you again. But we have this intuitive and logical kind of energy of our mind being online. So this is opening the door to master minding our mindset, reaching out to the sky, the realm of the other world, and just gravitating and gathering insight and understanding who we've literally become and where our thoughts are going to transform us and take us from this moment forward, just by allowing our heart center and our sacral, along with what our heart believes, being in this creative vision, the imaginational realm, and opening up our mind, our processor, to these unlimited, endless, seemingly worldly, beyond potentials, who we believe we are and how we can visualize it. That's what comes in these future threads. It's so exciting. So what you're feeling is your core, your heart's processor, and it's going to affirm the outcome or literally flick off or disperse and dissipate those ideas that are streaming in. So we are really leveling up our mindset, our thinking, and just being aware consciously of the voices that we may hear our hearing sister. So no matter what concept streams in for your future self, your future life, the one you're envisioning is magnetizing. So just open yourself up to receive spiritual truths, your spiritual acumen, to those unlimited, endless possibilities. So when our intuitive mind merges with the voices, we become a being of mastery, of being mindful of who we are authentically being, transforming. But the key to access this connection, this merging of our emotions and thoughts, is literally being heart-centric, heart-centered, with an elevated scale being accented, even spotlighted, if you will, or highlighted in the other world, keeping our mind in alignment with what we authentically heartfelt believe. Subscribing to a new channel. The moon is in the season of the mind along with Mars. So just affirming our feelings and actions to initiate, even though it's retrograde. Maybe we're rethinking something from our past. But with that, welcome to the Daily Snippet once again. I am your host. I'm a practicing holistic shaman and medium, an otherworldly life coach, and a subtle energetic surgeon. But I do go by the term holistic shaman medium, which is just the merging of it all in my personal cosmic soup, I might add. But my intention is to utilize these indigenous technologies along with the elemental realms, our original divine blueprint, navigating our soul's harmonic through these realms, whether it's elemental, imaginal, but all kind of making an asset in our shamanic portal, our 8th energetic center, with the subtle realms and the cosmos and so much more, with offerings and prescriptions, rituals, radical sometimes, the otherworldly kind, to really add to our main stage ingredients, our sauce, with our personal container, our personal medicine, our prime directive, just assisting you in discovering your inner genius, your starlight, that personal medicine, the star that I really believe we all are, reintroducing you to that magical essence, the being that resides within, so our light shines even brighter. And again, if you're new to my show, my name is Tanya D, and welcome to my virtual medicine room. And if you have yet to subscribe to my channels, please do, YouTube or otherwise. And just remember, referring a friend, liking and sharing authentically, transformation like nature, heartfelt, in the corridor. You can find me on Tanya D on YouTube, Musing with Tanya D podcast. It's been 6 years and beyond with that. And also on Instagram and some private groups where I usually stream daily as well, just shifting that around. But also a big shout out to the village, my community, to my subscribers, Ashe and blessings. Thank you, grateful for that. And if you've been part of my journey since the beginning, I see you, I hear you, I feel you, and I want to give a shout out to you as well, and some gratitude. And also, if you don't mind in doing so, hitting the bell so you're notified, and a comment or a share. Just remember, that does get you a message for your day to get you on your way. I would say the weekend would be the best day to do that, or on a Thursday. But it really assists with the algorithm. It echoes me out to like-minded musers that muse about insights of the other world, the subtle energies, our chakras, the world of spirit, light beings, elemental source, and really so much more. And you can also find me on TikTok, which has been quite an adventure if there's any TikTokers out there. But if your soul, your spirit is nudging you to dive on deeper into the realms of the other world, head on over to the Musing Corridor. This is my digital library in the sky where I have some amazing options to assist you. It's a venue to guide you, along with the private sacred circle, a community, a village to utilize as well. I really am your otherworldly shamanic assistant. You are your own healer, but sometimes we do need an otherworldly life coach perspective through a different set of eyes to really get us on our way. And with that, just a few announcements. But of course, if you're new to my show, we've got 3 options to choose from for the messages of the day. Let's go right here. So our options are a cabin in the woods in the winter season, holding hands on the horizon or the sunset, and a blue car going out on the highway, which I think we're all on the highway, right? But with that, just a few announcements. I had the Witcher's Way to manifestation last night, monetizing our medicine and just magnifying our manifestation. So if you missed the live show, definitely there's a replay and the door is open. So this opportunity is yours along with the link. It's in the show notes. So you can manifest like a witcher or magnetize like a wizard. And also coming up is my meditation circle. It's done the first Sunday of each month. You can join that as well. It's complimentary. It's fun. It's dedicated to the season of Libra, where we're going to open up our chalice, our heart space, to receive the blessings of our soul's harmonic. So if your soul is nudging you, you can join for that. Your prime directive, your inner genius, your personal medicine. Maybe you're being called out for a one-on-one. So this is the art of cowrie shell divination. It's been brought to the West by Elder Malidoma Patrice Somé. He's part of the Dagara tribe in Dano, Burkina Faso, West Africa. I visited there in 2020, but he's an African shaman who brought this ancient art, these wisdoms, these indigenous technologies to the West. That was his prime directive. I've been a protege, a student of elders, for 12 years, and I continue to be of service to his wisdom and technologies. He's now part of the ancestor realm, so divinely choreographing that. But your personal medicine and discovering our inner genius, ritual truly is food for our soul. I do rituals mostly for the goddess of the night, the waters, the keepers of the wild, the shrines, all the shrines, I should say, the earth, the elementals, and even the realm of our ancestors, our cosmic debris and those energetic hiccups. I feel like things happen for us, not necessarily to us. But the main arena in the cowrie shell divination of interest is our ancestors, the realm of the ancestors. And then we dive in deeper into the forces of adversity to see where these forces and discourses are playing out. You may find, like a lot lately, that we are the cleanup crew. We're the janitor of our lineage, our timeline, even in this incarnation. So be sure to schedule a session if your soul is pulling or tugging or nudging you to invest in your personal medicine, your inner genius, and I will for sure be of soul service to you. But being that we are in the season of integrity, kind of meeting reality, our affirmations are becoming real. They are landing in reality. They're embodying who we are becoming or being what we are being. So thoughts become things in the cosmic soup. It's initiated through our mind, our thoughts, our communication, our attitudes, even our emotional intelligence, the elemental air in our emotions. But pay attention to your thoughts. Really take notice today. But being that our mind is listening into our chalice, we're in a way bringing in Einstein's way of thinking, an otherworldly offering of a quantum mind streaming into reality. So you may see yourself or even find yourself being in a dream state wonder, a waking dream. Maybe you're floating. Maybe you're losing interest in the fine details of life. But in a way, just understanding a new vision, a new perspective, this quantum mindset of what our future reality is becoming. Hopefully, your future somewhat appeared yesterday, your higher self, your Sira, what you look like in the other world, seeing an otherworldly point of view. It's the intuitive side of our mind. That really is the gift. So it's offering us a chance to come to a higher elevated point of view or a perspective that we may have never thought before. But it's an inner heartfelt knowing. Our solar plexus is a knowing center in a well. in a way. It's a administration channel. It's our mental empathy. Thoughts create things sometimes. And what does that even look like? So maybe you're having a knowing that your career, it's ended. There's no future there. The relationship possibly has no growth. Maybe even you know inside of you that you've outgrown a position in your environment and it's time to be your own soul inspirited leader, leading with soul, and defining that paradigm and understanding it down to those fine, minute details, the fine print that we usually don't read, and just knowing where our heart desires to belong in the future. So affirmations literally of why you no longer belong in the current career, relationships, or positioning, and being mindful of what you feel, what your heart believes is possible, the doorway to go where you've never gone before. It feels a little Star Trek-y. So if you could change the way you think of your world, the way the world changes, like what we see. So really affirming the light, being in the knowing, and streaming into our daily reality, holding the tone, the note, and the frequency, and balancing the scales of the mind. Being a tool in the season of Libra, but Mercury is in Libra. It is retrograde, so you may see your future, an alternative point of view kind of taking shape or form, but feeling into it and taking the heart's initiative first about what you believe on two sides of that Libran scale. Just weighing in on the future, the odds of the future, those perspectives, a pathway of your future, even like what doorway, what pathway is opening as one is closing, and really balancing the threads. It's totally okay to do something different, to be different, especially if it's not serving your soul no longer. Maybe you just don't belong there anymore. And then we gravitate to a new emotional security and understanding a higher perspective. The field of emotional grounding becomes that foundation. So you can believe and feel that there is a greater outcome to your story, just innovating, being unfamiliar, things are new, but it feels to be the correct path or the right path. And as we generate this new vision of our future, the one that we literally belong being in, our emotional playing field, and our heart is believing it, it transpires into a new way of being. So this really is the butterfly that's no longer the caterpillar. It's shifted, it's transformed. So utilize your feelings, your emotional empathy channel, and what you believe to merge, creating an innovative mindset, elevating our potentials to an unseen or a forethought into a future of becoming seen differently. It's similar to being grateful for what you wish for and believing it's becoming real. It's actualized and accepting the differences. And you're manifesting at a different, entirely different, I should say, level. And the stage is being set, creating futures that have no reference. There's no guidebook. Take the weekend to verify. You know how you get a download and it's got to verify the transformation that your heart really seeks to being in your future, just manifesting beyond any particle, wave, or history in the moment or history of the past. Those kinds of things are going to be bubbling through the streams. Kind of, I feel like saying Watergate. I don't know why. But with that, on the elemental highway, which is super exciting, I should say, we have a yang water monkey of a day. And at the hour of the dog, we have a mineral or a metal direction. So our mind is definitely online, communication, decision-making, and fire. Fire is hidden in the tiger, but the tiger and the monkey clash. So that hidden fire, along with hidden water, the yang water, is being released. So our day is very strong. It's growing. It's shining up. It's shining up the metal. It's creating prosperity and also clarity, reconciling things. But the tiger is going to become weak. However, it's needed to counter all of this overwhelming metal to make it useful, transforming it as well. And the fire being released is going to really heat up our day and also control the metal because it's really on the high tides. And the yang earth, that's also released. And in doing so, it gives purpose and provides direction to the flow of the water. So this may feel otherworldly galactic, but we don't need more metal, heavens no, or water, because they're already strong. They're already on the stage for the day, the energy of the day. But I would go with fire, a Friday night campfire, maybe doing some marshmallows and some chocolate, some s'mores, And, you know, it's just going to be great creating the ash or the dry earth and utilizing the wood. So those really are the three elements that are needed, warming up our inner fire, our spirit, along with transforming and giving us direction, identifying where we do and don't belong. So it's a great day. It's a great weekend, really, for all of this. But our neighboring god, that's a local god. It could be a local god, actually. That's the charmer. It's being a charming person, somebody who likes to flirt, possibly seduce the opposite sex through words, conversation. It's this smooth, polite talking, maybe talking yourself and others out of a troubling situation, especially with a non-violent solution derivative or directed. Where our global god coming in on the year is the Friends, which is super funny. If you watched the show yesterday, we had the friend in the Fae, otherworldly, but still friends. So being a friend indeed, spending time with people, socializing, even just being a charming friend into the weekend. So that's super exciting. I'm excited about that. I hope you are too. But back to what's happening here. Okay, did you choose the cabin in the woods? Who doesn't want a cabin in the woods to go hide out in? I think we need to get more out into nature. Or the sun setting there and holding hands, or a car taking us down a new pathway, opening up new doors. But the messages I'm going with are for and of the mind. So be sure to comment your option there. So the first up, I'm going to go with the car. And I did bring in the messages of the mind, by the way. So if you did choose the car, Mercury, thoughts landing in reality, you are epic. That's what that says. The 4, the 0 is a placeholder. It's giving time and space to innovate our reality. Law of attracting, where we feel in that frequency where we heartfelt belong. But this one is a self-care message. It's like maybe you're being too rigid. Maybe you're not leaving space for some serendipity or some serenity. Maybe you're being overly pragmatic, working too hard, overextending yourself, unconsciously blocking your epic journey. So it's like, are you afraid? Your epic life that you can see it yet? Like, are you afraid you can't see it? It's literally just over the horizon. So you're at a point where you've had the wisdom, the experience to really make it happen. Having stamina, your hard work or paying off, you're really being called to bring order from any chaos that you may have been experiencing, leveling the playing field. So it's time to take the role of being a leader, being at the helm of your life, the prime directive, the director, just navigating your ship, being confident in those areas, the ones that you haven't explored yet. So just know you're ready to handle it. Be strategic as you plan your route. I kind of see it like a ship, literally out on the ocean. And as we build our future, know that our guides and angels, they are supporting the evolution of our dream. And the universe is really offering us a chance to steer towards this epic success that we've been imagining and visioning. So trust in the foundation, the one that you're building. It's this empire of love and light, knowing it's surrounding us and that we're never alone. So really don't allow the opportunity to be like muggled up or fuddled up by doubt, frustration, or fear, which is just false evidence affecting our reality. Really dig in with your heartfelt determination and head into a new phase of prosperity and growth and abundance. The seed of life, literally on this card, those 3 circles, which I find magical, they're bursting open. They're showing the way. So ask yourself, what seeds did you plant that have yet to bloom? What gifts are really on the way? And what do you need to let go of in order to open the gates of your epic life, your epic story? Is it doubt, fear, shame? Are you stuck in the coulda, woulda, shouldas? What needs to happen so you can be able to receive the epic success that the universe is literally offering you? I would literally suggest taking time and space and muse about all of those questions over the weekend and wait till maybe Sunday night to verify the message through the channel of what your inner heart believes and what you are feeling about it, and using passion and logic together, providing care for others and strengthening your spirit, the warrior soul, if you will, utilizing knowledge and leading others. It really does create stability, planning, and growth. Takes a village. But it really is the pinnacle of success, creating order from chaos and building our magical dreams and visions as an asset. Just knowing we are epic. So that's the message coming in. You're like right at that foundation to build your epic story, navigating through those thread lines, if you will. Okay, so that was the car. Now, if you chose the cabin in the woods, unstick the unstuck, or unstick the stuck. Sorry about that, but this kind of feels like stickiness. But this is also a self-care message. It's stagnation, maybe too much energy. Maybe you feel like you're at a crossing roads or a traffic jam. You need to focus. You're seeking motivation. Maybe you need to go to the waters and get some clarity. But the 46, which we also had yesterday, if you remember, this is opening up to receive the message of where we heartfelt belong. And in doing so, trusting and loving the process, bringing it into reality, making it become manifest. And in the season of Virgo, that's when things do become manifested into our reality. So it's a message that it's time to burst through the confines of our current patterns and threads that we've been going through. It's a message that maybe it's an overall sticky pattern that you may be experiencing, or it even may show up in just little tidbits, small baby areas of your life. But either way, it's time to dust away the stagnant energy, give things a fresh new glow, maybe some fall cleaning, I don't know, no more stalling. So if a situation, a relationship, an expectation, or unwanted responsibility is weighing heavy on your heart, or if the dense energy of habits is making you feel like you have limited control over your circumstances, it's really time to look at the relationships that you have with your rut. Is it so familiar that it feels like it's a part of your essence? Or could it be serving you in some kind of sneaky otherworldly way? Sometimes our ego self, our ego accepts the rut. It does it because it keeps those challenges and fears, those possible failures, kind of on a side note at bay. But remember that we always have a choice to find the tools, help, and the energy that we need. So unsticking from the stuck is to welcome our momentum, getting things in the flow, and utilizing our willpower to achieve our prime directive, committing to just one idea, an action, and just usher in this dynamic, otherworldly trajectory for your future. It's like fireworks taking off. And your body's not trapping you. Your family's not trapping you. Your luck is not trapping you. Your life circumstances are not even trapping you. So it's like, what excuses are you holding on to? What is it that's got you stuck? It could be modern life. It can be so over the top that it's causing a traffic jam of epic proportions. Could you be missing the cues that you're tired, exhausted? Maybe you need a rest. Take a vacation, take a nap even. Sometimes this busting out of a sticking energy and breaking the stagnation allows us to see the pattern of our rut. And in doing so, we can integrate a message or a lesson that brings us to our success, which is, who doesn't want that epic success? So they're all in the flow today. Okay, so we leave the cabin and we go to the horizon of holding hands, having a compassion. And our final message, this is your soul shines. Who doesn't want that? The star that we all are. And sometimes we do get in our own way, but using spirituality as an excuse for the way things are, possibly needing to walk our own talk, even spiritual bypassing, by the way. But the 34, you cannot make this shift up. It's law of attracting our heartfelt beliefs and innovating and upcycling an old belief. Where our intuition and our senses arrive, Spirit sends us the vision, a message, an inner knowing. And with that, the Sun and Neptune are opposing each other right at this moment. So underneath the smog of a difficult day or the impatience of a frustrating situation, seeing the light, right? Our soul is there doing its thing. What is the soul doing? It is shining. It is shining bright. It may require some buffing and polishing. We do have the metal and the waters, so it's buffing and polishing the exterior, and you may need to do some habit busting to really sense it. You may need to expose your raw, tender underbelly to pinpoint it, the sacral and the solar plexus, especially if your shine, your light, is hiding under a few thickened layers of hard knocks or a self-destructive living style or lifestyle. So sometimes we have our perspective so shifted that we can't even see the shine in the others, or worse still, we can't even feel it within ourselves. So with that, just know that it's in us, bringing magic to the mundane, sparkling the fairy dust, if you're me, because we all are connected to source energy and to the cosmic grace streams. Our soul is always there. It's just shining through our flaws and our secrets. It's lovingly pushing through our insecurities. So any positive affirmations that you may be working on, even the ones that don't feel like they're working yet. I mean, I've been saying I'm doing great for over a year now, and I'm holding the field, but just know it's so proud of you. Pat yourself on the back. Take a bow in the mirror. No matter where you're at, you are loved from the inside, from the soul side out, and decide to open up your connection to its ascension and get out of your own way by trusting that you are a brilliant soul and you're going to radiate peace into every room that you walk into. You have that choice. It's just waiting patiently for you to ask, because it's going to lead you whenever you are ready. And loving more, laughing more, smiling more, being in the bliss state. So how can you bring your shine, your essence into your everyday reality, into your life? Little small acts of kindness that can literally change a life. A smile at the counter. How can you do more outreaching, volunteering, being of soul service? Even what acts of service can we share and be in the light? Who do you need to love more today? I would say ourselves. We always need to love ourselves more from the inside to the outside, and receive love from the outside to the inside, just flowing magnetically on both streams. So this is a message about connecting with source, opening up our seventh energetic center, the crown, and allowing our soul to shine in the mundane, and having a consistent practice, spiritual practices and exercises, by the way, and just cleaning things up for some positive feng shui of the body, feng shui of the house. We do have these elements embodied, by the way, even where we have happiness and a brighter outcome, just shining our light, our star as we are, our soul shines brighter. So feng shui for the body, the soul, the mind, the spirit, the environment, energetic sessions to heal the adversity. So with the sacral, the heart, the high heart, the solar plexus, along with our soul's harmonic, balancing the threadways. And there's lots of stuff at play with us here. We've got Mercury, Jupiter, and the moon, not including all the planets that are retrograde. But the seed sounds are literally in the show notes. I would choose the tone to lift you to a new way of thinking and believing and feeling, along with fire, nature, and ash, the earth. That's protection, transformation, and spirit, the other world. So we've got messages streaming in from spirit. Tiger's joining the show, by the way. Want to say hi? You joined us last night. Say hi, everyone. Yeah, you're such a shit. Sorry about that, but he is a shit. But just being mindfulness. You may be triggered with all kinds of components and processes. What does that look like? For example, maybe you say yes and I say no. You're a little wishy-washy, but really go to the center of your chalice, the heart, the zone of neutrality, grounded, your foundation, you're protected. We've got the ash, balancing the waves of our self-thinking, our thinking self. So we also have our spirit to matter highlighted. We're merging the energy body, demystified I might add, with the physical body, which the energy body and the physical need to be like sync together. But intuition is the guiding source. It's nudging us in a different direction, a new pathway, streams that, something we may not be able to quite put our finger on, our mindset. Maybe it's being a smartass, but your heart literally knows the way. So listen to those sacred voices, the soul's harmonic, the yang water, to bring peace and clarity to your soul, reconciling and seeing the greater picture, the world view, the galactic view. And in doing so, thoughtfulness, being thoughtful, solutions are going to arrive. They're going to be maybe thought stimulating or provoking, utilizing our imagination, our vision, our creativity to make things, situations better than ever before. So stream where the bliss is. You're going to find the creativity in the sauce, and even creating with others, co-creating, opening new doors of unlimited otherworldly visions and possibilities. You can bring those in, but I would affirm, and I say this all the time, I love to affirm the magical being that resides within, the magical being that you are, just being mindful of what your heart feels inside of you, what your heart believes. And when it resonates, we become something different. It's literally like going through a portal or a dimension, and our future is feeling this inspiritedness of what is to come. And we really are the master of our minds, mastering our mindset for a future worth gravitating towards, manifesting a life worth soulful living along with our spirit. So see your future self, create thoughts that really light up your soul so your starlight shines even brighter. I would say join me for magnetizing your manifestations through the foundations into the chalice, the emotional waves or fields, even into the chambers of what our heart believes to be true, taking us to where our soul belongs into the future. So that's gravitating in. With that, thanks for tuning in. And as always, I'll see you Monday, where we can be mindful then as well and muse about it. Make it a magical weekend, and I will see you on the other side. Ashe, blessings.